Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show where we take your sources, your notes, and your research and really just distill them down.
Yeah, into the most potent nuggets of knowledge, kind of custom tailored just for you.
Exactly. Think of us as your personal shortcut to being, well, incredibly well-informed. We dive deep into the material so you don't get lost in the weeds.
And our mission today, it's a really fascinating one. We're embarking on this intense journey into the prologue of Starchaser Beyond, Autumnhollow Chronicles.
Right. You've given us this really rich, complex narrative to work with.
Absolutely. And our goal is to give you a meticulous play-by-play, a rundown of each intense episode within this prologue. We're not just summarizing,
Oh, definitely not.
We're going to unearth those surprising facts, those insights, and honestly, some pretty chilling revelations that might otherwise just get lost in the sheer chaos of the battle. It moves fast.
It really does. And it's a story that absolutely flips familiar heroic narratives on their head, doesn't it? It's just bursting with magic, alien invasions, and yeah, some truly unsettling character stuff that makes you rethink what a hero even is, or what heroism looks like.
And it's important to stress, this isn't your typical isekai story.
No way. Not the usual, down on their luck person gets zapped to another world for a do-over.
Nope. Starchaser Beyond just throws you right into what feels like, I don't know, the season finale of an anime already in progress.
Exactly. Earth is already deep in this massive galaxy-spanning war, and humanity is, well, surprisingly, almost brutally effective.
Which is a twist in itself. So let's unpack this first incredible section, Prologue 01, The Last Invasion.
Okay, let's dive in.
Right. So the narrative just thrusts us directly into the action, and it opens, in media res. An alien invasion is already happening, specifically Riverdale, North Carolina.
Which seems like an odd place for a major invasion, right?
It does. And the city is gripped by this mix of panic, but also defiance. And looming over the night sky, there's this colossal, terrifying spaceship.
And it's not just any ship. It's shaped like a monstrous horned skull, like straight out of a nightmare.
Yeah, the humans have aptly nicknamed them skull ships. For the invaders of the Dark Empire, they're called Imperial Stellar Fortresses.
Okay.
But its presence there, over Riverdale, that's the immediate puzzle. It feels like more than just a standard attack force.
Right. It tells you immediately that someone high-ranking, someone with real power in the Dark Empire, has personally come to Earth. But why? That's the question hanging there.
And what's immediately striking is Earth's resilience. It's completely unexpected. The sky isn't just dark, it's lit up with defensive fire.
So Earth's military isn't just folding?
Not at all. Earth's Air Force is actively engaging the skull ship and its fighters. Pretty effectively, too. Good coordination, surprising ferocity, and down below, ground anti-air weapons are firing with this precision. It's forcing the alien ship to constantly divert power, split its shields and weapons. It can't just unleash its full power.
Wow. So it's not the usual sci-fi thing where humans just, get steamrolled or wait for one hero to save everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The source material actually says Earth has faced almost daily assaults for a while, which ironically has homed their defenses.
So they learned fast.
So much so that the Dark Empire has mostly given up on these big frontal attacks. They usually resort to, like, subterfuge and sabotage, sneakier stuff.
Okay, so that competence, that resilience, it leads to this strategic puzzle for Earth's own leaders, right? The top brass.
Precisely. We see them in this emergency meeting and they're baffled.
Yeah.
Why this direct assault now? And why over what they might see as a strategically unimportant podunk city?
Yeah, they know the invaders can't hold that position for long. Logically, it makes no sense.
But the skull ship just stays there, stubbornly, defiantly almost. So right away, there's this inconsistency, this mystery. What's the real reason for this attack? It feels desperate. Or maybe there's a hidden goal.
Okay, so while that's happening in the sky, down below in Riverdale National Park, there's a totally different kind of fight going on.
A fundamentally different battle. Not fought with bullets or missiles, but with mana.
Mana, which the story defines as weaponized life force.
Yeah, the weaponized life force of all living things. Imagine a battle where your very vitality, your essence, becomes a weapon, a destructive force.
Intense. And this is where we meet the Starchasers, Earth's greatest heroes, their front line.
They're a group of magical girls, yes, but not your typical ones, as we'll see. They're in this desperate fight with the Dark Empire's elite seed operators.
Seed operators. Got it.
But it's not just minions. They're up against the leader herself, the enigmatic Dark Queen Melrondia. And her recent rise to power is apparently why that huge ship is even there. So the stakes for this ground battle are incredibly high.
Okay, so Melrondia. And then comes the big reveal about her identity, right? Hits hard and early.
Oh yeah, it's a major subversion right off the bat. Star Rose, she's the Starchaser leader. She's pleading. Her voice just raw. Snap out of this, Philia. You're not one of them. You're a Starchaser.
Philia. So Melrondia was a Starchaser.
Exactly. Yeah. Philia Lovelock, also known as Star Lotus. And not just a Starchaser, she was the brains of the Starchaser troop. The tactical genius. The strategist.
Whoa. So the architect of their strategies is now the enemy leader. That's brutal.
It is. And Melrondia's reply? It's chilling. She playfully taps her temple with her pistol, this cold, mocking gesture, and says, "That's Dark Queen Melrondia to you, Star Rose. You really should stop calling me Philia. That girl is long gone. You too will see the light."
Enlightenment. That sounds ominous. Like brainwashing, maybe.
That's what it sounds like initially, a forced conversion, her spirit broken. But as we find out later, oh boy, the truth is much, much weirder and more unsettling than simple brainwashing. It hints at something deeper, a more profound loss of self.
Okay. And the battle itself gives us a look at the other Starchasers too, right? Their personality.
Yeah, absolutely. Star Rose, the leader, she's locked in this tough fight with a really skilled alien swordsman, pushing her limits.
Then there's Star Lily. Ingrid, she sounds like trouble.
Yeah, she's called the Dangerous Wild Card, a brusque tomboy. We see her just snap a seed operator's neck with shocking efficiency. But she also adds this, defiant humor. She mocks Melrondia, calls her a middle school brat having an emo phase.
Wow. And a soulless corporate NPC. That's quite the insult in the middle of a fight.
It is. It tells you a lot about her no-nonsense, almost irreverent attitude. Facing down this powerful Dark Queen and just insulting her.
Okay. And the others, Star Tulip.
Star Tulip's the youngest. Her voice is just full of anguish, pleading with Philia to stop. She can't accept this change. Then there's Star Juniper, the archer. She's actively trying to undo her brainwashing, showing real loyalty.
And ingenuity too, right? Doesn't she pull out a new trick?
She does.
Yeah.
Right there, in the thick of it, she transforms her magical bow into this formidable double-ended sword. It just shows how adaptable they are, how they're growing, even under this insane pressure. They're not static heroes.
Right. Complex individuals fighting for their lives and for their friend who seems lost.
Exactly. And as the fight progresses, the Starchasers are systematically just, dismantling Melrondia's forces.
So Melrondia's initial confidence starts to crack.
Oh, absolutely. It visibly crumbles. She arrived with 50 elite seeds. Personally engineered, meticulously crafted, the text says. She expected an overwhelming, easy win. Capture the girls, boom, done.
But it turns into a rout against her.
A complete rout. Every seed that falls is a blow to her plan. We get this glimpse into her internal frustration, her rising panic. She even mutes the comms from her own ship's crew because they're telling her to retreat and she can't handle it.
It's not just a defeat, it's like a total humiliation. Her careful plan just unraveling.
Precisely. And this is where we learn about the power system, especially the raiments.
Ah, yes. The magical costumes. More than just outfits, right?
Way more. Their advanced protective armor, power suits. They massively boost the girls' physical abilities, their magic. Let them fight these galactic threats. They're incredibly tough, rivaling the best Dark Empire armor. And they self-repair.
Self-repair. Wow. That's handy.
Very. They mend themselves even while taking hits. But there's a catch. A deadly one. If a raiment fails completely,
What happens?
the girl reverts to her last appearance and then dies from shock instantly.
Jeez. Okay. That explains a lot.
It explains Melrondia's plan to capture them alive. She can't risk a stray shot accidentally killing one of them. Her whole objective depends on taking them alive. So she had to limit her own force's firepower.
Gotcha. Okay, back to Star Lily, Ingrid. You said she had unique abilities.
Yeah, she really stands out. Reflects that wild card thing. She has Argus. It's part of her aura. Looks like an eldritch, demonic-looking owl.
Oh, okay.
But it's not just for show. It's like an omnidirectional radar. She can sense threats from everywhere. And the creepy part, it stares back at anyone looking at her, no matter how far away. Like a direct projection of her awareness.
Okay, that is unsettling. And she has an aura, too.
Her Aegis aura, it's not just a shield. It violently redirects force and enhances it. So attacks coming at her get sent back, but stronger. We see it with her Nemea attack. She gets this fiery cestus, like a boxing glove, and punches an opponent. But the impact doesn't just hurt them. It turns them into a living projectile that slams into other enemies.
Whoa. Okay, she sounds ridiculously powerful.
She can shrug off hits that would kill others, and her counterattacks are just devastating. Which brings us to the core power system. Mana, versus ether.
Right. This is fundamental, isn't it?
Absolute critical. It explains the Starchaser's incredible resilience. Philia herself explains it later with this chillingly detached analogy.
The ocean one.
Yeah. Picture yourself wading waist deep in the ocean with a dipper. Your enemies are bugs. That muscle power is your mana. The ocean represents ether.
Okay, so mana is personal power. Ether is the vast external source.
Exactly. Starchasers have this unique, innate knack for manipulating ether, this huge natural magic field that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Most magic users just burn through their own limited mana, their dipper.
But the Starchasers can tap the ocean.
Right. They can continually draw from this immense external source. It's not just about raw power, it's about endurance. They can keep fighting, keep healing, way beyond what their personal mana should allow, makes them incredibly hard to wear down.
And Melrondia. She can't do that anymore.
That's the key difference. After her corruption, she lost that ability to manipulate ether. Her own mana got way stronger, sure, but she's stuck with just her dipper.
While the Starchasers still have the whole ocean, that's a massive strategic advantage for them, even if their individual dippers are smaller.
Huge advantage. It's why Melrondia, despite being individually powerful, is ultimately less resilient over a long fight.
And it also explains their adaptability. You mentioned they changed tactics.
Yeah, they're not just powerful, they're smart, quick learners. The text notes they shifted from a costly all-around defense to focused point defense, protecting vital spots instead of trying to block everything.
Which is why Melrondia's seeds got picked off so effectively.
Exactly. So when the last seed falls, Starchasers rally. They pull in ether with this frightening intensity, bolstering their mana. Melrondia, even in her rage, physically recoils from the pressure. The ether mana readings spike.
And she feels this mana burn. What's that?
It's like the very air around them becomes toxic to life force. It leaches mana from anyone nearby, weakens them, makes them wither. It's a desperate, brutal tactic. Their sheer presence becomes a weapon.
Okay, that's terrifying. So it's not just the Starchasers themselves fighting. Their familiars get involved too, right?
Oh yeah, and the Dark Empire seriously underestimated them. They're not just cute pets. They're sentient beings from other worlds. The source of the girl's mana access. Conduits, amplifiers.
And the Empire thought they were just fluffy sidekicks.
Pretty much. Big mistake. Huge. Macy, Star Rose's little QB fox pup, transforms into this terrifying multi-tailed canine horror, rips through enemies.
Okay.
Terry, Star Juniper's cute flying sea turtle, becomes an armored gunship bristling with weapons, raining down fire.
A turtle gunship. Got it.
Julius, Star Tulip's dragon familiar, a living tank, fire breath, annihilating shock troopers. And then there's Cecil.
Star Lily's familiar. The slime.
Yeah, the shape-shifting slime.
Yeah.
Prefers firearms, hilariously. Blends into anything, virtually impossible to spot or hit. A one-slime army. The troopers thought numbers would work against them. They were so wrong.
Wow. Okay. But maybe the most unsettling part of this section is the regular humans, the Terran resistance.
Yes. That's where it gets genuinely chilling. It's not just the Starchasers or their familiars. We hear comms from Julius the Dragon just roaring, "Screw danger close, open the gates of hell," as human artillery pounds the area indiscriminately.
Indiscriminately targeting aliens, you mean?
Right, and Terran aircraft, committing suicide runs, kamikazing into the stellar fortress, showing this terrifying self-sacrificing resolve.
And on the ground, it gets worse.
Much worse, almost visceral. Huge mobs of Terran civilians are hunting down aliens. The text describes it like a zombie horror movie, but the humans are the monsters. We hear actual lines quoted like, "Grab his gun, SA, let's go do some duck hunting in the park," and batter up. Followed by the sound of a golf club hitting. Oh, you know.
Jeez. These aren't soldiers.
Ordinary people, driven to this point. And they're ruthless. Terrifyingly competent. They're even picking up alien weapons and using them effectively. It paints this picture of humanity pushed to the absolute brink,
Yeah.
becoming far more terrifying than the invaders.
A complete reversal of the usual alien invasion trope.
Absolutely. And the familiars, seeing the girls have handled the seeds and are focused on Melrondia, just have this grim, simple conversation. "We need to get back to the girls. Looks like they got everyone but Philia. Let's bring her back." And the park just erupted around them as they move through this landscape of human fury.
Wow. Okay, that sets a pretty grim stage for Prologue 02.